All right, so video number one, brand new agent. You just came into the industry. You don't really have a clue of where you need to go, what you need to do. What I highly recommend you doing is leverage free as much as possible. You're gonna be bombarded by so many different companies and third parties and other people wanting to take your money and getting you to place it elsewhere, when right now is the time you need to be conserving that money, placing it back into your advertising, your marketing budget. All of your money that you're spending should be going into marketing and advertising that's promoting you. Do not hand it off to other people to market and advertise it for you, because you cannot control those results. Maybe you can get to that point when you want to leverage yourself out, but right now, you don't need to hire anybody and pour that money into them to do it for you. You need to learn how to do it. You need to learn what works, why it works, how it works. Unless you've done this back in the day and you have a complete understanding, then you can kind of skip this and jump right to leveraging that out. But the majority of people don't know how to do these things. So I highly recommend you to spend your money only in advertising that's going to market you. So we're going to talk about a budget. Set a budget, set a monthly budget that you can stick to and stay with. Don't constantly change it and go up and down. You have to have some kind of consistency in your marketing and branding. So what I'd recommend you to do is allocate a certain amount of money, set it aside, and I'm going to talk about how to actually break that down in your advertising. So when it comes to marketing, you can jump in with 500, 1,000, 1,500 or whatever. But when I started out in Facebook, I only used like $200 or $300 a month. So I'd recommend you start what you're comfortable with, because that's an extra car payment for some people. So what I'd recommend you do, set aside a monthly budget that you know that you can afford, that you can consistently spend without seeing results immediately, because that's how marketing works. It compounds and it builds month over month over month over month over consistency. So the more money you keep putting into it, the more results you're going to see in the future. So set aside $200 to $300 on a monthly budget and go ahead and start that moving forward. So when it comes to your budget, where should you spend that $200 to $300? Well, you want to spend it where you're going to get the best bang for your buck. Right now, Facebook marketing is one of the best. We have a complete training series on how to implement and boost your posts and target them to people, so you can play with that as an option. Others, you can use it as, if you have past friends and family that you would like to connect with, use that money to sit down and go to lunch with them. Spend it on coffee to meet with them. Send them gifts to basically just say, hey, I was just thinking of you. I'd like to invite you to lunch, or even send out a little gift card, something that's going to actually make an impact. Or you can use it as giveaways to spark your new brand. You can sit there and allocate $50 to a massive giveaway for people to like, share, and comment on your actual Facebook page or your business page or your Google review site or your Yelp page, whatever it is. Use that money in a way that's going to move the needle. Use it in a way that's going to get people interested in you and want to reach out to you, and actively reach out, communicate, spread your name, spread your brand. It's all about moving it forward. So spend that money in a creative way that's going to create energy and interest. So that's all about budgeting and branding. Not really about branding, but more about budgeting and the things that you should invest in. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, and let's go ahead and hit the next one.